Once the Reformation said that the principle of interpretation is private judgment, and basically Luther thought anyone in good faith who interprets scripture in good faith will come to the same conclusions as me. So if they don't, they're just not in good faith. But of course, that becomes preposterous. You end up with vast numbers of people with vast numbers of incompatible interpretations of scripture. And what that means is the whole concept of public revelation becomes preposterous. I mean, how can God bring truths into the world which are absolutely necessary for salvation and then fail to bring a mechanism into the church by which one can be morally certain of what those truths are? So the idea that there is no visible church that can objectively guarantee the possibility of professing the true faith without error, once you give up on that, then you've basically rendered divine revelation absurd as a concept. And therefore the Reformation flows seamlessly into the Enlightenment, which is the movement to eliminate divine revelation as the principle of public polity and public law. But given that man can know the existence of God by natural reason, and therefore knows that he needs to be told by God how to worship him in an acceptable manner, if there is no way furnished by God to tell us how to worship him in an acceptable manner, that implies God doesn't exist. So the holding of divine revelation below the waterline by the principle of private judgment leads inexorably to the holding of divine of the idea of theism below the waterline as a principle of private judgment and as of public policy. And so you end up with a violent secularization of the civil order and its replacement with secular ideology, which is more or less, welcome to the 21st century.